it's Liminal, and today we're going to be reacting to Another Day in Paradise by Phil Collins. I have already heard it, but she hasn't. I'm a massive fan of Phil Collins. I saw him live last year. It was really good. It was a shame that he can't drum anymore. His son was actually drumming in the concert, but this is a really cool song, and I think we should just get into it because I want to know if you've heard it before. Okay, let's hear.
It's a very long introduction.
Yeah.
It's very ambient.
It sounds ominous as well.
Very peaceful. Gives me Take Me Home vibes. Oh, nice harmony. I'm already singing the chorus, even though it's like my first time hearing it.
It's so catchy. Oh, I love fade off endings.
Yeah, I feel like that's really classic Phil Collins.
Yeah, it is.
Let's take a look at the lyrics, guys.
Yeah, actually, well, firstly, what did you just think of the sound, and what was your first impression of the song? Like,
the introduction was really long, and but I kind of liked it because it was just slowly building up, and then the ending just slowly fades off, which was really
it's
nice.
Very like kind of song.
Yeah.
Could you hear the lyrics? Like, were you envisioning a story or a meaning behind it as you listened, or were you more paying attention to the sound?
I was kind of imagining something as well while listening to it. So I was imagining like a beach, but it's like really dark and gloomy, like a storm is about to come. That kind of a beach. But yeah.
Yeah, did you hear anything in the lyrics, like what he was saying? Did that
there was like, oh, think twice, there's another day for you and me in paradise. But not so much of the verse itself, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll look at the lyrics then, because there's actually a very clear narrative behind it. What do you think? Like, think twice, another day for you and me in paradise.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, why think twice? You know.
Yeah.
So you probably need the verses in front to kind of.
Yeah. So I'll read them. She calls out to the man on the street. Sir, can you help me? It's cold and I've nowhere to sleep. Is there some way you can tell me? He walks on, doesn't look back. He pretends he can't hear her, starts to whistle as he crosses the street, seems embarrassed to be there.
Oh, it's like the other side of paradise. And like it's when when like the richer people are like enjoying themselves, like in paradise, there are people at like the homeless and stuff. Like that.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, is there a deeper meaning behind it?
That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, the rest of it is
like
similar.
the wealth gap, basically.
Basically, yeah. So then she, you know, I think twice is just another day for you and me in paradise. She calls out to the man on the street. He can see she's been crying. She's got blisters on the soles of her feet. She can't walk, but she's trying. Then it's a chorus again, and then, oh Lord, is there nothing more anybody can do? Oh Lord, there must be something you can say. So, like, the hopelessness of actually trying to deal with the issue when you become more aware of it, it's like...
Yeah, you get more ignorant in that sense.
Yeah, and it's very, like, when you become less ignorant of it and you're actually thinking about it and, like, just how well off you are and how many people there are out there that don't even have a place to sleep. It's like,
what is this one person?
Yeah, and it's so helpless. Like, that's what the bridge it's because this is a classic Phil Collins thing. He's like a very big storyteller in his songs, and he like spells them out for you in the verses. And then I think a lot of the time the bridge is like, it's more his voice or like another voice looking at the situation.
Oh yeah.
And then in this it's like, is there nothing more anybody can do? And it's like, to me it feels so hopeless in the way he sings it too. It's like, what can I do?
Yeah, it's just one person, and what difference is it gonna make?
And then you can tell from the lines on her face, you can see that she's been there, probably been moved on from every place because she didn't fit in there. And that's like the main lyrics of the whole song, besides the chorus. So yeah, I don't know, I just think it's like really, because a lot of songs try to be cryptic about things and like hide it behind the lyrics, but I like the way he writes because it's very straightforward. Like the rhymes sound really nice. Even when he sings, like he doesn't mumble it or try to hide it. Like he's being very like, look what's happening, and remind yourself of how privileged you are and like what is going on the other side. Like, we're in paradise, but not everyone else is.
He doesn't leave it too open to interpretation.
And I like that, Like,
it's a good break.
I love it when songs are open to interpretation. We're like, oh my god, what does this mean? Dark Side of the Moon. But this, and I think the subject matter almost warrants it not being like that, because it's not, like, if you made it more open to
it's plain and simple. If you made
it more open to interpretation, it's like, I don't know, I think the whole point is that he's trying to like be straight up with it and just remind you that you should be grateful, and what can we do about it. So it's quite interesting. I wonder if there's like stories behind the song. Let's see. So it's actually classified as a protest song, released as the 7th track of the album. It was the last number 1 of the 1980s and the first of the 1990s. That's cool.
That's cool.
He explained this song was about despairing the homeless in multiple interviews. He said he wrote it after being in Washington, D.C., where he was amazed by how many people he saw living in boxes. He said, I remember when we played Washington. It was almost a standstill, and these people were trying to sleep on the grills where all the hot air was coming up, and you could see that it was a shadow of Capitol Hill. I thought it was an extraordinary contradiction. Wow, that's like a very strong image. And he said he was criticized by the English news for writing a song about the poor despite being wealthy. And he said, when I drive down the street, I see the same things everyone else sees. It's a misconception that if you have a lot of money, you're somehow out of touch with reality.
It's his kind of battle and dilemma with it as well. Yeah,
because when you're well off, it is a dilemma, because it's like, this isn't fair and I shouldn't have this.
I put in, and also, but at the same time you're like, oh, I put in so much work, like I deserve this success. But then there are people there, and it's like,
it is a really hard balance. And I like this song as a reminder of like the gap, but it's also, what can we do about it? And that's why he's like, I don't know.
You feel very hopeless, like just a single person. How are you gonna change this whole system, I guess?
So I mean, that is the whole vibe that I get from the song. Like it has this ominous hopelessness about it, but it's also very like the main hook of it feels like super bittersweet to me. Well, anyway, is that your overall thoughts on the song? Did you like it? Would you add it?
I love it.
Okay,
I would definitely add it in. It's already stuck in my head. Think twice. It's just another day for you and me in paradise.
Okay, guys, remember to think twice. This song made us aware of this.
Please don't think twice about liking, subscribing, and commenting down below.
We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Bye.